What's up? What's up? What's up? This is, oh, it's fine now. All right. Today, I want to talk. The topic for this video today is about. I didn't get to. I wanted to express of how I felt about Chris Brown and Rihanna's ordeal, even though I know it was like ages ago. But I wanted to let everybody know and kind of like get my opinion about it, and just letting y'all know that all these pictures and videos and little games that y'all got of Chris Brown hitting Rihanna and doing dumb shit is ridiculous. It's stupid. um I think that whatever went on in that car, it was between Chris and Rihanna. um if Chris Brown said that he endured some type of, childhood, whatever, abuse, not from just himself, but seeing his mother getting abused by a man or whatever, that can really, and they did, I've seen some interviews of, they did with his stepfather or whatever, or his mother's boyfriend, or however you want to put it. But I want to just to really say this, that people who punished him, on the ordeal of what happened, um, people blamed Chris, and he also blamed himself. Um, I think that when two people, young people at that, fall in love and the fame and all of this stuff, and a lot of girls already like Chris. They see him as a sex symbol. They see Rihanna. Young men and young boys see Rihanna as a sex symbol too. And we don't know what went on. I hear stories about him getting text messages, and she was reading them. Um, and somebody saying that he bashed her head against the dashboard. Like I said, nobody knows what went on in that car but Chris Brown and Rihanna. And I'm mad at Rihanna because simple fact is, she went on the, I want to say, well, who was that she was talking to? I don't know who, but she sat up there and said that he needed to own up to his responsibilities, and which he did. But I'm also, of her putting him out like that, saying that he needs to be a man about what he did. He totally took responsibility of what he did, and everything like that. And I commend him for that. And also, I'm pissed off at Rihanna because I noticed that somebody said that she went back to him, which she did. After the fact of all that crap that she was talking about, she went right back to Chris Brown. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if anybody watches her, but Ellen, uh, Ellen DeGeneres or whatever, you know, Diddy was on there. Diddy was talking about it. Ellen asked him a question or whatever, and said that Rihanna and Chris Brown had used a house of his that he owned on a little piece of island that he owns or whatever. He has a house, a beach house or whatever. And after all that stuff that she was talking about, it kind of like sounded like she was bashing him a little bit, saying that he needed to own up to what he was doing, and which he did. He owned up to what he was doing. He apologized. He publicly apologized to this woman, and people making comments about his apology. People were making fun of his apology, that he wasn't being sincere. I mean, this dude here wasn't allowed to go to any award shows because of Rihanna. And I also heard that Beyonce and Jay-Z did not want to attend a award show because Chris Brown was going to come. If he came, but we can't, like I said, I'm not trying to believe, I don't believe that, but all I'm saying is that these little people putting these little videos out with Rihanna's face all beat up and black-eyed and closed and can't see shit, bloody and all of this stuff, y'all need to stop. It's stupid. It's done. I'm gonna say this. We don't know what went on in that car. Okay, he may had a little, shed a little blood or whatever. He didn't have the physical stuff going on with him like Rihanna did. Because for one, he is a man, not a boy. He's a man. Okay. Two, it's just too much going on with people judging other people, and for those entertainers who claim they were people people who are entertainers turned their back on Chris Brown because of this incident. And he told he said it on interviews on 106 in Park. The people that he thought were his friends turned their backs on him, and the people who stood there and said, "Hey, people make mistakes." They stood by Chris and they told Chris, "Hey, man, people make mistakes, and you got to deal with it and be a bigger man and just come to and get your life together and get some counseling." And he did all of that, but some people are still looking down on Chris. I can tell you that right now. Some people are still looking down on Chris, and I'm gonna tell you this: Chris Brown came back with the album Fame. And he came out with the single called Look at Me Now. And people love that joint. Well, I never heard it. I never heard this joint until my aunt told me about it. I was like, look at me now. I was like, okay. And I looked it up and everything. And I was like, Started listening to it. I was like, oh, okay. Chris is back. He's trying to tell y'all trying to knock him down, but he said, y'all not. So, yes. Thank you very much. Hello? Hi. Okay.